They thought the driver would give up the car without a fight. But they picked the wrong target, the wrong moment, and the wrong place to try it. Welcome to Crime Cam USA, where real footage shows what happens when criminals underestimate their victims. This whole job was doomed the second they stepped out the car. You can just tell they had zero clue what they were doing. Amateur hour for real. A quiet Indiana neighborhood turns into a scene straight out of a crime reel. Stolen vans, smashed cars, a suspect climbing higher as options disappear. Then comes the drop. Not just from the roof, but into decades behind bars. Some falls don't end when you hit the ground. There was no way he was letting that happen with his wife in the car. In that moment, he did what needed to be done. Bell Gardens to Montebello, this isn't a chase. It's a slow-motion disaster on wheels. A blown tire sparks against asphalt. A crash at the intersection seals the tension, and just when it can't get stranger, he goes in for a kiss. Romance meets a taser. Reality wins. If they catch him, the charge would likely be criminal damage, a Class 1 misdemeanor in Arizona that can mean up to 6 months in jail plus a $2,500 fine. These two, nicknamed Fedo and Chilito, had built a reputation for violent thefts. And in Brazil, that kind of record puts you straight in police focus. Feels like someone hit Start Mission in GTA, except it's real cops and real consequences. Yeah, you don't see this kind of chaos often. Man actually got away with the goods, then panicked and ran straight into a wall. That's next level self-sabotage. And yeah, keep an eye on your car at gas stations. Live TV, camera rolling, he's mid-sentence. And just like that, his iPhone 6 disappears out of frame. A fast, frightening start in Doreen. Vehicle taken, children caught in the middle. But the story pivots quickly. The kids are left safe, and the suspects push on, straight into a collision that cuts their escape short. It can feel like anything can happen in seconds in Brazil. Your CBR 1000RR might get taken, but just as quickly, the police show up to recover it.
Thank you.
49 to 98.
10-49.
420, one of the GMC pickup truck. They're on the shoulder, there's another vehicle that's in the low one. Pull over, right?
2225.
Right there. 406.
Hey! Pull out of!
I'm 77 on that 20. Notify Gretna. This is going to be for the form.
What are you doing? Get off! Get up here.
Trophy 28.
Spread your feet out. I ain't got time for stuff.
28.
Man, I know my rights. I don't
Got a trip of the vehicles.
wrong here.
Somewhere in small-town Florida, he's cruising. Not in a car, but on a lawnmower, dragging 10 stolen shopping carts like a parade nobody asked for. It's slow, loud, impossible to miss, and somehow still ends in a DUI arrest. Subtlety was never part of the plan.
Get up.
I know my rights.
Stuck in traffic and suddenly it turns into a robbery. Windows smashed, driver robbed, suspects gone. No major reaction from bystanders. Thankfully, no injuries. Now that's one tough Michigan woman. This guy thought he was boosting a Chevy. Turns out he signed up for a cage match. Haley jumped into her own moving car, went full WWE, and rearranged this dude's face like a Picasso painting. Props to the trucker who backed her up too. Pure teamwork. Whoa! This dude's reflexes were straight up insane. That Hellcat didn't just roar, it evaporated out of danger. The carjackers thought they had him boxed in, but our guy slammed it in reverse, kissed their bumper goodbye, whipped around, and blasted off like a boss. Hoodies up, masks on, and brains clearly still in sleep mode, 3 wannabe carjackers swarm a man's SUV. But plot twist, the victim's seatbelt turns into the MVP of the day, locking him in like a boss while the thieves panic and bail. No injuries, no stolen car, just 3 masked clowns sprinting back to their ride of shame.
Stop! Knock it off! On the ground! Now! Got it. Nope. Stand up.
I just had a friend.
Feeling nervous. Those are our favorites. Stand still so I can get your... Good timing. Get to go to the new jail? Yeah.
There is something almost impressive about choosing the worst possible timing, because not only did he steal something small, he did it under the direct supervision of law enforcement without realizing it.
My seat.
I gotta be here, right?
Okay. Yes. No, I'm not giving you a warrant. You made us run in the rain. The fuck?
Dashcam footage captures a high-speed chase through Texas involving a stolen pickup truck pulling a trailer. The driver tries to flee from Vidor police, but the heavy trailer makes control nearly impossible. As the suspect speeds through traffic, the trailer crashes into multiple vehicles along the way. Moments later, the truck spins out after the driver loses control. The failed escape ends with the suspect in custody and no one seriously hurt.
So 814th Lane on westbound.
Yeah, we're going westbound.
Jones had warrants, pressure, and one last shot at escape. He chose speed over surrender. But speed has limits, especially when a trained K9 is involved. The chase lasts seconds. The outcome lasts much longer. By the time it's over, the only thing still moving is the patrol car heading to jail.
Hey, listen to me. Be quiet and listen. I'm gonna roll you on your side.
Calvin Peacock turned test drives into a high-speed nightmare. Stole luxury cars, zero care for anyone else. Luckily, cops caught him. Reminder, never hand your keys to a stranger even if they look professional. Caught red-handed with gadgets used in 40% of car thefts, these edgeware thieves thought they could snag a 25,000-pound BMW in under a minute. Slick moves, but under new laws, they're now looking at up to 5 years in prison, proof that crime doesn't pay, no matter how high-tech. Armed robbers thought they were hunting, but her quick thinking, locked doors, and nerves of steel turned the tables. Always lock up. You scan the surroundings and let tech-like automated gates be your bodyguard. Bonus tip, keep the police number handy, because sometimes courage alone isn't enough. A latte turned into a battle royale. Hot when a raging customer tossed a $22 iced coffee and a threat at barista Emma Lee, she served him something stronger, a hammer to the windshield.
There's a difference between Barack Obama in their types of narcissism.
From theft to impact in seconds, then straight into a police chase with no brakes on the bad decisions. He pushes harder, hits cruisers, keeps going until he can't.
He's looking back out northbound, he's going westbound.
Some endings aren't dramatic, they're inevitable. This one arrived right on time. And you know what's funny? Man really stole a whole car but didn't forget the turn signal. Gotta respect the commitment to traffic laws, I guess. He starts with shoplifting, upgrades to carjacking, and somehow ends at a gas pump like it's the final boss. Full sprint, stolen ride, zero control. Then, impact. That's not an escape route, that's a crash course in consequences. It's quick, it's bold, and it backfires immediately. He reaches for the door, she enters from the window. That's not defense, that's a takeover. failed car theft, or Tesla's first real-world test of bulletproof glass. Either way, that window held up. Johannesburg streets, routine drive, then everything changes. A hijacking attempt meets someone who's not caught off guard. No long standoff, no drawn-out chaos. Just a sharp response that shuts it down before it can unfold further. A stolen Hyundai tearing through a park packed with kids is already beyond control. Patrol units pull off the chase to avoid harm, but the driving gets worse, not better. That's when an off-duty officer steps in. Big truck, clean positioning, and stops the situation instantly. It starts like a typical attempt, a scan, approach, grab. But before it even becomes a getaway, the owners step in. No long pursuit, no dramatic escape.
Those two bikes, bro.
Two bikes? Yo. You stole rolling niggas.
He gambles everything on speed, slicing through cars with reckless confidence. You can feel the tension building until the road closes in and options disappear. Funny how fast control slips when it was never yours to begin with. She didn't expect the smallest object in front of a pharmacy to turn into a citywide topic, but that's exactly what happens. A camera, a post, and a few comments later, the situation grows louder than the act itself. Eventually, silence wins, and the mat comes back under cover of night. It starts clean, quick stop, fast hands, unlocked bike in motion. But the escape plan depends on a second machine, and that's where things fall apart. The partner waits, engine refusing to start, while the situation quietly flips from easy exit to now what? Every clip you saw today is a reminder that real life doesn't give second chances when things go wrong. Some situations end in escape, others in instant consequences, but all of them are captured exactly as they happen. Thanks for watching CrimeCam USA, and if you want more real crime stories, we'll see you in the next one.